Welcome back, everyone. My name is Mr. Seth, and we have been learning how to play the guitar together. Now, in the last video, we went over rhythm and timing, and I hope you guys have just watched that video and been practicing that, just counting. We learned about fourth notes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and we learned about eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you need to be able to do both of those before we get into this video today, because now we're going to talk about some really exciting stuff that has to do with all of our chords, okay? But before we begin, let's make sure that our guitars are tuned. So I'm going to get my tuner ready to go. Make sure that little letter on the bottom is a G. We got Eddie, 8, dynamite, good, by Eddie. So E, A, D, G, B, E. I'm in tune. Pause the video and make sure you're in tune. And if you are in tune and you're back, then we're ready to get started. So today we're going to talk about 3 different things, okay? We're going to talk about chord progressions. So can you say chord progression? We're going to talk about chord diagrams. Can you say chord diagrams? And we're going to talk about chord charts. Okay? So chord diagrams, chord progressions, and chord charts. That's what we're going to talk about. Okay? So the first thing we'll talk about is chord diagrams. Now, all a diagram is, a chord diagram, it's just a little picture that shows you how to play a chord, all right? So I'm going to draw out the 3 chords that we already know right now. We know F, we know C, and we know G, right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to draw this little box, okay? And I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 more lines in it. And I'm going to draw this little box for every single one of these. So now, this is the basics of our chord diagram. Now, how many strings are there on your guitar? How many strings? There's 6, okay? So if we go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see all these lines that go this way? Each of those are a line that represents one of those strings, okay? So watch, I'm going to go like this. E, because that's the very top string, right? We have E, A, D, that's Eddie, 8, dynamite, good, by, Eddie. So E, A, D, G, B, E. Okay, same thing. Woo. Same thing right here. We got E, A, D, G, B, E. Okay, here we got E, A, D, G, B, E. Those are each of our strings. You see that? So this way, those are representing each of the strings. Now, then I'm going to draw a couple lines this way. Now this looks like each of the frets, right? So this is the 1st fret, the 2nd fret, and the 3rd fret, right? So there's 2 lines. 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Same thing, these lines right here, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, okay? So now, this is where the chord progressions start, okay, or the chord diagrams start. So we're going to go like this. This right here, where I'm pressing down, okay, this dot means that one of my fingers is pressing down on the 1st fret of the B string. Do you see that? So it's on the B string line on the 1st fret. So watch. Then I'm going to go like this. Here's a G, and then here's a D. Okay? So there's the 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret of these 3 strings that are right here. Okay? So watch. That now looks like this. When I play my guitar, let me put this on real quick. Fantastic. So now, when I play my guitar, look at my fingers and look at this. Okay? Now what I'm doing is I'm seeing this, this B string, first fret, that's right here, which we already know these chord shapes, right? My middle finger goes onto this string, second fret on the G string, and this one goes third fret on the D string. And that's my F chord, okay? You see that? So this is just a little picture that explains what chord I'm playing right here, how to play that chord. That's what a chord diagram is. So I'm going to keep going with these ones. Watch. I'm going to write this, and this, and this. Now this is almost exactly the same as this one, right? Whoa. This is almost exactly the same as this one, right? Except I'm just moving these two fingers up. And now you see how there's a space on the G string? You see that? So here's my F, and here's my C. All I do is I move these two fingers up. Okay? And the last one, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this right here, and this right here. And this becomes my G. So now I have F, I have C, and I have G up at the top, and a little picture to go along with every one of them, right? So when I teach you guys new chords, I'm going to be using chord diagrams. But also, if you're playing your guitar, and as you go to play different songs, you might see these different pictures of different shapes that you don't know yet, different chords that you don't know yet. And it's really important that you understand how to read these chord diagrams so that you can learn more chords just from those little pictures, okay? So that's what a chord diagram is. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is a chord progression, okay? So now that we know these chords, these chord diagrams, I'm going to leave these up here, and I'm going to write our first chord progression, okay? Now, all a chord progression is going from one chord to the next chord, and the next chord, and the next chord, okay? So this would be a great chord progression. And this is the one that we're going to learn right now together, okay? So we're going to go like this. Here's a C. That's the first chord. I'm playing this shape. Here's my C chord. Then it goes to F. I just move these two fingers down. Then it goes to G. I move these two fingers up. And then I move them back down again. Oh, no. Sorry, move them back all the way down to F. Okay? So we have C, F, up to G, and then back all the way down to F again. See that? That would be a chord progression, all right? And now we're going to try to play this chord progression, but you know what? Here, I'll make it a little bit easier on this chord progression. Ready? We're going to go like this. We're going to play an F, C, G, C. This will be our chord progression, okay? We're going to start at the very bottom with F, and then we're going to move up to C, and then we're going to move up to G, and then we're just going to move back down to C, and then go F. So we're going to go F, C, G, C, F, C, G, C. Does that make sense? Okay, great. We'll do it like this, okay? We're going to start out with F. We're going to count in. So I'm going to count a tempo right now. We're going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to C. We're here. 2, 3, 4. And then G. 2, 3, 4. Back to C. 2, 3, back to an F. 2, 3, 4, and then C. 2, 3, press down hard, you got this. Up to G. 2, 3, 4, and then C. 2, 3, 4. Okay, great job. Now, what we just did is we played fourth notes, right? We strummed fourth notes, and we strummed each of these for one measure, right? We just counted to 4 one time for each of these chords. But what would happen if we did fourth notes, but we did 2 measures per chord? So we counted to 4 2 times per chord. That would sound like this. Ready? We'd go like this. 1, 2, 3. Sit up straight. Hold your guitars up the right way. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And F. 2, 3, 4. Stay there. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Up to C. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Then a G. We go up to G. 3, 4. One more time. 2, 3. And then back down to C. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Now you see what we did? We held each of these for 2 measures now, rather than just 1 measure per chord, right? So what would happen if we did half of a measure? So we only counted to 2 for each of these, right? That would sound like this. 1, 2, and then switch. 2, G, 2, and then C, 2. So we'd go F, 2, and then C, 2, and then G, 2, and then C, 2. That would be half a measure each. Now that's a little bit faster. If that's too hard, that's totally okay. Okay, but what we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you guys a way to really make sure that we know how to play all of these chords. Okay, so this is going to be our chord progression exercise. Okay, so here's what I want you guys to do. Now you guys could use this one, or you could make up your own too. What I want you to do is we're gonna pick 12. Okay, we're gonna do 12 of these. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna go F, G, C, and then we're gonna go G, C, F, and then we're gonna go C, G, F, and then G, F, C. Okay, here's our chord progression. Now this is a long progression, right? What if we made it 20 chords long, right? We could do that. But what we're doing is we're going to just practice switching between all these chords, okay? So you got this. Go slow with me. What we're going to do is we're going to play this one time through. We're going to do 2 measures each chord. So we're going to count to 4 twice per chord, okay? So we're going to go like this. 1, hold your guitars the right way, sit up straight. You got this. Make sure your guitar is tuned. It should be still at this point, but here we go. We're going to start with an F. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Ready? F, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Then we go to a G. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Then switch to a C. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a G. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3. And then a C. We're right here right now. 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Then an F. You guys got this. Press down hard. 2, 3. And then a C. We're right here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And G. We're right here. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Press down hard. F, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. And then a G up at the top. 2, 3, 4. Couple more chords. 2, 3, 4. Play an F. So we got to go all the way to the bottom. You got this. 2, 3. End it with a C. Great job, you guys. I know that that was hard. Take a second. Whew. Okay? Now, we just held each of these for 2 measures each. Now, that was a long time per chord, right? But here's what I really want you guys to practice. Here's what I really want you to work on. When we're doing a progression like this, the reason why we do this is because when a lot of people learn to play guitar, they go like this. They go F. And then they go G. And they're kind of just piecing it together right in the beginning, okay? And you see how I stopped to switch? I really want you right now to make sure that you're not stopping when you switch, okay? And remember, we want to try to move both of these at the same time when we switch. So let's try this real quick. Switch from an F to a G, and I want you to try to do it without going 1, 2, and then 1, 2. I want you to now try to do it at the same time, both of them lifting up and down. Ready? Here we go. We're going to start with F. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Then we're going to switch to a G up at the top. You see how I didn't stop? You guys got it. 2, 3, 4, then an F. So if you're struggling to move that back and forth without stopping, here's the most important part. I want you to just keep strumming, okay? So if I go like this, and I go up to G, see how that sounded way better than if I stopped, okay? So no matter what you do, I want you to keep strumming your guitar when you're switching through these chords, okay? So here we go. We got this progression. We're going to do this one more time, except now we're going to do 1 measure each, okay? So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to switch, but we're also going to do 8th notes when we strum, okay? So that sounds like this. Watch. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and switch. Does that make sense? So we're strumming a little bit faster, but we're holding it out still and we're counting out loud. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then we switch, okay? So watch. Here we go. We're going to start with this F. We're going to go, we'll go slow. Don't worry. We're going to go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ready. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and G. We're right here. And 3 and 4 and C and 2 and 3 and 4 up to G again. We're right here. 3 and 4 and C. Then an F and 2 and 3 and 4 up to C. And then we're going up to G again. G, we're right here. 2 and 3 and 4 and then F. All the way down at the bottom. You got this. And G, keep strumming. And 3 and 4 and F. Press down hard. You got it. 3 and end it with a C. Okay? Great job. Now what if we did that half a measure each? Let's try that really quick. Ready? We're going to go like this. 1 and 2 and switch. Just like that, okay? If this is too hard, that's okay. But try it with me, okay? Ready? We're going to go like this. F, we're going to go 1 and 2 and switch. And 2 and switch. And 2 and switch. And 2 and switch. So we're right here. And 2 and F. And 2 and C. And 2 and G. And 2 and F. And 2. You got this. And G. And 2 and F. And 2 and C. And 2. Great job, okay? What if we did it for one beat each? Oh my gosh, that's gonna be really fast. Let's try it. Okay, we're just gonna go like this. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Here we go. Let's try it. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just go F, G, C, G, C. You got this. F, C, G, F, G, F, C. Okay? That's really hard to do, but you guys can do it if you practice this. And this exercise is really good to help you with that, okay? Now listen, I don't want this video to go too long, so instead we're gonna talk about chord sheets in the next video when we start to learn songs for the first time, okay? But what I want you guys to do right now is really practice writing out those chord progressions, right? Write a big old long chord progression and just practice really switching between all those chords so that when we learn to play songs in the next video and we learn to read chord sheets, that you can play these without really having to think too hard about switching between the chords, okay? You guys got this. I'll see you in the next video. Great job. And your fingers, I promise, they will stop hurting if you keep playing, okay? I'll see you in the next one.